This is my first time doing this, so bear with me, but it is time for Meanwhile In. All right, so meanwhile on planet Earth, nearly 200 countries have made the decision to do something about plastic waste, and the US decided to make the decision to sit out of that decision. All right, the governments of 187 countries have agreed to control the movement of plastic waste between national borders in an effort to curb the world's plastic crisis, but the US was not among them. The US has been sending its plastic waste to various countries around the world, including China and Malaysia, but has recently faced crackdowns in those countries as they attempt to cope with the amount of plastic flooding through their borders. Shocked the US has not ratified this deal?
We are, don't we have paper straws now? I thought we were,
we were doing something about it, right?
Paper straws.
Is that enough? Right.
Okay, so I'm gonna admit something on air. I'm not huge on recycling, but I feel like this is total vindication for me not being as vigilant, because all these people I have some people in my neighborhood that are like super recyclers, okay? Like super. And basically what they're doing with the recycling is selling it, sending it to China, and then China's dumping it in the ocean. And I'm like, you wasted all your time rinsing out that milk jug, because guess what? It's still in the ocean. I just need us, to get it together.
You and I would be beefing as neighbors, just saying.
Yeah. Get it together.
I'm one of them.
I know, you're recycling. I'm recycling, I'm just not as vigilant.
I feel you.
But they're dumping it in the ocean anyway. What's going on?
What's going on? All right, meanwhile in. Yeah, this is actually a tough story. I shouldn't have been smiling there, because meanwhile in Germany, a horrifying discovery actually. A chambermaid cleaning rooms on the second floor of a Bavarian bed and breakfast in the southern German city of Passau, did I say that right? Found 3 dead people impaled on long arrows in one of the rooms. Now, none of the guests reported hearing any strange noises overnight, according to the local press, though a violent storm and the raging river next to the guest house may have muffled any noise. So someone killed 3 people with a crossbow.
Is she being called a chambermaid because it's Germany? Isn't it?
That was weird. That stuck out to me first.
Well,
did it?
Chambermaid, wow, okay. Hey, this is really bad.
Yeah.
People's crossbows in 2019. I guess it's quiet.
I don't understand. Well, I don't know. Well, there has to be some leads.
We
talk about how, I watch Forensic Files.
Okay.
And there's just usually follow the trail, look for the forensics, and you can find the murder. But something like this seems like it'd be easier. It's not like
how many people have crossbows? How many people are proficient in crossbowing?
It's in a hotel room. You don't have to shoot from across unless it's a long shot.
That's crazy.
Outside.
Not taking Germany off my list of places.
You're taking up, right? This is scary. All right, meanwhile in. New Zealand. I love that opener there. I love that. New Zealand is pretty. The country has declared itself actually the first in the world to measure its success by its people's well-being. They've decided to making child poverty, domestic violence, and mental health priorities as part of New Zealand's well-being budget. All right, Tuesday, Grant Robertson said, despite New Zealand's rock star economy, many New Zealanders were being left behind with home ownership at a 60-year low, the suicide rate climbing, and homelessness and food aid grants on the rise. Robertson cited a cultural rehabilitation program for high security prisoners aimed at reducing high rates of recidivism and reoffending as the kind of project that would be prioritized in the budget. One last thing, sure, we had and have GDP growth rates that many other countries around the world envied, but for many New Zealanders, this GDP growth has not translated into higher living wages, living standards, or better opportunities. How could we be a rock star with homelessness, child poverty, and inequality on the rise? New Zealand getting it right again.
They need to be more like us. We need more guns, more beer, more bald eagles, and then they'll be fine.
Aren't the Maori the indigenous people of New Zealand? So they're the ones that are suffering.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're doing something about it.
Thank you very much for watching this clip from the Damage Report. If you liked it, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and ring the bell on YouTube to get notifications of our new videos. And of course, you can catch the full Damage Report live every weekday at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific on TYT Network on YouTube TV.